Namaste and welcome to this session on building beautiful, strong, toned arms. It's important for women because women are not as strong in the shoulders and the arms as men are. So we're going to be focusing on building up the shoulders, building up the arms, using some variations. The more you can put pressure on these arms and shoulders, the more you're going to build them. So let's begin with some toning and stretching. Lift the arms up, bring them back, stretch, come forward, breathe out. Always regulate the breath when you're doing this. Bring the hands flat beside the legs. Stretch. Now we're just going to grab hold of the toes here for a minute. And I'm going to push up on the toes as I extend my elbows out. Push up on the toes and extend the elbows out. It's going to contract the muscles of the entire arms and get them ready. Up. Come back down again. Now left leg back. Look up. Right leg back. Now we're in downward facing dog. Of course, this is very useful pose for the arms. Stretch the pose. Try to press the heels on the floor, stick your butt up, and stretch those arms out. Now from here we're going to go into Chaturanga and diamond push-ups. That's going to really strengthen the arms. So to get into the position, bring the feet back a little bit. Back, back. And I'm going to go into Chaturanga on my toes first. Lift one foot up. Push up. Come back. Push up. Come back. Push up. Back into downward facing dog. Stretch it out, press the heels on the floor. And from this position, we're going to go into the Dolphin Pose. So keep the position from the waist down, and we're just going to place our forearms on the floor. Keep the butt up. Try to press the heels on the floor, and you should feel the pressure on the biceps, especially the biceps, also the triceps, but mostly the biceps. Now from here we're going to go into the plank poses, and they're very good for working arms. So straighten the arms, come up. In the plank pose, we're mostly perpendicular. So the pressure is on the arms. Arms are straight, body is straight. Look up. This is the plank pose. Now we're going to go into the side planks with some variations. Take some deep breaths. Bring the left leg up. Raise it. Bring it back and stretch it up. Back into plank. Take some deep breaths. Pressure should be on the arms. Look up. Now the other side. Slide the leg up. Bring it out. Bring it back. Stretch up. Now from here, we're going to go into upward facing plank. Breathe deeply. Come back into plank. down into Chaturanga. And we're going to bring the body down in preparation for the Cobra Pose or Bhujangasana. Now this pose really works the arms, provided that you're just using the arms to lift your body up. So make sure they're underneath the hands. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. Now we're going to slowly come up using just the arms. Pelvis should stay on the floor. Now, you can go up into upward facing dog a bit. And what we're going to do is the half frog pose. So I'm going to take my left leg and bend it, reach my left hand around and push the foot down. So I'm actually giving my left tricep a really good squeeze while the right arm is holding me up. Take some deep breaths. Do the other side. Press it down, holding your body up with the left arm, pressing down. If this is the half frog. Okay, now also bow pose to stretch it all out. Come down as far as you can towards the knees because you're going to use your arms to lift your legs up. So you come down as far as you can and take a deep breath and lift up. You can rock a bit, lift up. Come down, take your hands, another tricep squeeze, push the feet down as much as you can with your arms. That really works the triceps. Look up. Deep breaths. Come up on the knees. And stretch out the arms into extended puppy. Stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay. Now we're just going to stretch out the arms a little bit. Bring them around. Grasp hold of both hands. And pull in the opposite directions. Pull, pull. Pull in the opposite direction. Bring the other one around. Pull in the opposite direction. Pull. You're trying to pull the hands apart. That really stretches out the tricep area of the arms. Okay, now another excellent pose for the arms is of course the 8 angle, because you're mostly balancing on your arm, and it's also good for really strengthening the core, abdomen. To get in this position, bring your right arm and place the shoulder right under the knee as much as possible. Bring the feet up together and slide them to the side. Come down, look up. That really works the arms. Okay, now to complete the sequence, let's do a little scale pose or Tolasana. That's quite a good pose for working all the arms, and there's some variations that will just work the tricep. So you have to get into full lotus for this one. Just a word of caution about injuries and pain medications. We've all heard what happened to Prince,
who had an injury on his hip, and he was 57. I'm 59, and I've also had 2 injuries on my hip. And unfortunately, because I was doing too much advanced yoga, it went from moderate to severe. So I actually have a lot of pain now in this hip. It's when the cartilage wears out from too much wear and tear, and I guess that's the consequences of being an artist, or in my case, being very physically active. So what can you do about the pain? I don't take any painkillers, and I would highly recommend that you don't. Especially avoid the drug fentanyl, which killed Prince. And in Canada, there was a community up north, First Nations community. In 1 week, 17 First Nations people, including a 10-year-old boy, was killed because of fentanyl. So be careful of pain medications. I don't take any, and this hurts. The best thing you can do for this type of injury, especially, it's called osteoarthritis because the cartilage is worn out. That's what happened to Prince. The best thing you can do is do yoga. Avoid postures that are extreme, and those are the ones that go around the neck and trying standing up, and those are the best postures to do are those that where you're squeezing your internal organs, because the benefit of yoga over exercise is that exercise brings all the circulation to the surface, to the skin and the lymphatic system, whereas yoga, we're doing a lot of internal massage. We're by the squeezing, by the twisting, and sticking the foot in places and bending over. We're actually giving those organs a squeeze, and when we let go, it's like new blood comes in. So keep doing the yoga. The yoga will provide fresh nutrients and blood to the pain. There are certain things that you can take for pain. Willow bark is another herb that you can take for pain. And if the pain is really severe and you can't sleep, try marijuana. I find marijuana is very good on occasion for reducing pain, provided that it's taken with calamus root. Calamus root is an antidote for the kind of the dulling effects. Marijuana can have a dulling effect on the mind, and it can clog up the nadis. So if you take your marijuana with a little bit of calamus root, or vacha, what they call vacha in Ayurvedic medicine, that reduces the side effects, because the calamus root does the opposite. It clears the channels, it improves clarity of thinking. So the two work very well together. But again, avoid pain medications. They're addictive and they can kill you, and that's unfortunately what happened to Prince. It's a terrible tragedy, but again, I don't use painkillers, and it can get painful, but yoga every day will reduce the pain, as will certain herbs, willow bark, cat's claw. There's a number, turmeric works very well for pain. Anything that reduces inflammation, such as turmeric, aloe, will reduce pain. Okay, Tolasana. Bring the hands to the side and raise up your legs with your arms. You can also bring the arms to the side, and I'm going to work more of my tricep area. Bring up. The side, a little bit challenging because you're mostly putting pressure on the one arm, but it really works the tricep area. Lift up. Come down. Okay, now let's just finish this off, stretching out the arms. Bring the right hand around and hold on to the right foot. Bring the left hand around and hold on to the left foot. Take some deep breaths. Come forward. Taking a deep breath and let out as you come forward. I highly recommend you do at least 2 or 3 of these postures in your routine every day, especially for women, because if you would like to advance to the advanced Hatha Yoga, having strong shoulders and arms is really going to help you a lot. So, namaste, and have a very nice Sunday. Thank you for joining me.